Hello friends, welcome to Global English Tales. Today, I will take you on an exciting journey deep into the Sahara Desert, the largest hot desert on Earth, full of mystery and secrets. Our story follows Zara, a brave archaeologist who sets out to find the legendary lost oasis. This hidden spring is said to hold the power of eternal life, a secret long forgotten beneath the shifting sands. But Zara is not alone. Two rival treasure hunters, Raj and Soren, are also on the trail, eager to claim the prize for themselves. The desert is harsh and unforgiving. Storms, puzzles, and hidden dangers stand in their way. Join Zara as she races against time and nature to find the oasis and discover a secret far greater than wealth or fame. Are you ready? Let's begin the adventure. The Lost Oasis. The early morning sun spilled golden light over the vast Saharan dunes. Zara wrapped her scarf tightly around her face, protecting herself from the cold desert wind. The sand stretched endlessly in every direction like waves flowing in a silent sea. Her heart pounded with excitement and a little fear. After years of searching and studying ancient maps passed down from her grandfather, Zara was close, very close, to the lost oasis. The fragile parchment in her hand showed an old, twisted path called the Serpent Spine. It was said to be a secret corridor in the dunes leading right to the oasis. She adjusted her backpack and glanced toward the horizon, where a faint cluster of green palms shimmered in the heat. The oasis, if it was real, should be there, hidden at the bottom of those dunes. But Zara was not alone in the desert today. Behind her, two familiar figures pushed bravely forward, Raj and Soren, ruthless treasure hunters known for their speed and greed. They cared little for history or nature. Raj spat sand at the ground. "We'll find the oasis first and take everything." He grinned dangerously. "No one will stop us." Zara took a slow breath. She knew the desert was a challenge far greater than tough opponents. It was alive, unpredictable and ancient. Suddenly, the wind rose sharply, lifting clouds of sand. Zara ducked behind a dune just in time. The sandstorm hit like a roaring beast, blinding and fierce. Sand stung her skin and filled her eyes despite the scarf and goggles. She pressed close to the ground, closing her eyes, counting slow breaths. Minutes turned to what felt like hours. When the storm finally calmed, Zara peeked out. The world was changed. The dunes shifted shapes, erasing footprints and signs they had made. But Zara was not deterred. Taking a few careful steps forward, she spotted something remarkable: half-buried stones carved with scale-like patterns. The scales glittered faintly in the sunlight. The serpent's spine path. Her grandfather's stories were true. This was the entrance to the oasis. As Zara followed the stones carefully, she caught movement behind a dune. Raj and Soren appeared, coughing in the sandstorm's aftermath. They carried heavy backpacks and brandished knives. Their eyes burned with determination. "Faster!" shouted Soren. "We must reach the oasis before she does." Zara tightened her grip on her satchel, filled with notes and tools. Her plan was not to race blindly, but to understand what the oasis truly was. The path narrowed as Zara entered a hidden valley, where the sunlit sand was cooler. Towering dunes formed natural walls around a small green paradise. Palm trees arched gracefully over a clear, shimmering pool. The lost oasis was real. Raj and Soren appeared ahead, near a large stone tablet partly covered by sand and palm leaves. Their voices were sharp and angry. "Step back," Raj warned, raising his knife. Zara raised her hands calmly. "Wait. This tablet isn't to be broken. It holds a secret. We must read it carefully." Raj laughed. "Secrets don't fill pockets. Let me cut it down and claim the prize." Zara knelt beside the tablet and began brushing away the sand. Strange symbols shimmered faintly on the weathered stone. The glyphs looked alive, glowing softly in the oasis light. Hands steady, Zara traced the circular carving in the tablet center. Suddenly, the stone made a soft clicking sound. A fountain of water burst forth, sparkling as it flowed into the oasis pool. Raj and Soren stared in shock. Water gushed like a spring of life, cool and pure. Zara turned the tablet over and pointed to a hidden inscription glowing faintly. "Eternal life belongs not to those who take, but to those who honor and protect the desert's gift." Soren scoffed nervously. "Riddles and riddles. What good is this?" Zara smiled softly. "This oasis is alive. It's a blessing left by those before us. Treasure is not gold here, but respect and care." The desert whispered around them, and the palm trees swayed as if agreeing. Raj lowered his knife slowly, voice quiet. "Maybe this is something greater." Together, the three agreed to guard the oasis, promising to share its life with the desert and leave no destruction behind. Zara dipped her flask in the cool water and offered it to Raj and Soren. "Let's protect this secret together." As the sun dipped below the dunes, shadows stretched across the sand. The lost oasis glimmered like a hidden star in the wide desert sky. A glimpse into the past. Zara sat by the fire that night, the desert cold against her skin. She pulled out her notebook and began to write. Thousands of years ago, the Sahara was very different. Scientists call this the African humid period. The vast desert was once a green land filled with rivers, lakes, and animals. Humans thrived here, hunting and gathering in a fertile paradise. But climate changes, shifts in Earth's orbit, and possibly human activity caused the green Sahara to dry quickly. Over a few centuries, the land turned from lush to harsh desert. The lost oasis was one of the few places where water and life survived, a precious gift to protect. Zara's discovery wasn't just about finding a hidden spring. It was about connecting with a time when nature and people lived in balance. The oasis was a reminder that life, even in harsh conditions, could endure if respected and cared for. Zara returned to the city with no gold, jewels, or riches. Instead, she returned with a story, one of patience, respect, and hope. Her tale of the lost oasis inspired many. People realized that real treasure isn't something to take and keep, but something to protect and pass on. The oasis remained hidden again, guarded by the desert and those who understood its true value. Zara's journey continued, with more adventures ahead, always seeking knowledge and purpose. Thank you for joining today's exciting adventure on Global English Tales. Zara's story reminds us that the greatest treasures are respect for nature and the lessons of history, not just wealth or fame. If you enjoyed this story, please like, subscribe, and press the bell icon to never miss another thrilling tale from around the world. Keep exploring, keep learning, and see you on our next adventure.